Walk around Buenos Aires today and you'll notice something's different. Restaurants that used to be packed are struggling to fill tables, fewer tourists are coming in, and more Argentines are heading abroad for holidays, or even just to buy a pair of sneakers or an iPhone. In a country used to a weak currency, suddenly the peso is strong and it's turning everyday life upside down. So what's behind this shift? And is this a sign of recovery or just another wild swing on Argentina's economic roller coaster? Let's get into it. For years, dining out in Argentina was easy and affordable and part of everyday life. My wife and I would eat out 3 or 4 times a week. If we couldn't be bothered cooking or the fridge was empty, the pizzeria around the corner was cheap, friendly and good. But that was a few years ago now. Inflation in pesos pushed all that slowly out of reach. Having said that, even just a year ago, a steak in a Parisian might still have been as little as $6. Now it'd be more like 60, a shocking change for locals and tourists alike. Years of spiraling inflation, then COVID, gradually eroded restaurants' customer base. Now a strengthening peso means higher operational costs for restaurants and cafes. And with inflation still ahead of pay increases, customers aren't coming back. Home-cooked meals are now the healthy option for both the waistline and the wallet. However, I did see a recent glimmer of hope that restaurant owners might be adapting to this new reality. A couple of blocks from my apartment, a new Italian place has opened up. Their idea seems to be focus on volume of diners, so it's cheap and always packed, and making enough to employ quite a large team of staff. Another big change? Travel. For years, until very recently, Argentina was a bargain for foreign tourists, and the locals stayed home because their money didn't go far abroad. But now the tables have turned, and very quickly. With a stronger peso, travelling outside Argentina is suddenly cheaper. Argentines who can afford a holiday, which isn't everyone, are choosing to take their holidays abroad. In December alone, international travel among Argentines jumped 76% compared to the previous year. Trips to Brazil, Chile and Uruguay have surged, and some Argentines are even making short trips just to go shopping. That's a complete 180 on just 9 months ago when Uruguayans were crossing the border to go to Argentine supermarkets. Meanwhile, fewer foreigners are coming to Argentina as the stronger peso makes it a more expensive destination, and businesses in tourist hotspots are feeling the squeeze. These shifts in behaviour all come back to one thing: Milei's economic reforms. By scrapping import taxes and allowing the peso to float more freely, his administration has created a much stronger local currency. That's good news for people looking to travel or buy imported goods, but it also means businesses that relied on cheap prices to attract customers are now struggling. At the same time, Milei has cut subsidies, meaning local costs for electricity, fuel and other essentials are rising. That's hitting restaurants and service industries hard, forcing them to raise prices. So while the economy may be stabilising in some ways, the changes aren't benefiting everyone equally. Milei promised to shake up Argentina's economy, and he's done exactly that. A stronger peso is making international travel and imports cheaper, but at the cost of making Argentina a more expensive place to visit and to live. Restaurants and tourism businesses are struggling, and consumer habits are shifting. The big question now is this just a temporary adjustment or the start of a long-term transformation? Let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more insights into changing Argentine life. If you want to support the channel, you can buy me a coffee in the link below, and I'll see you next time.